What's up, geeks and gamers? How's everybody doing today? Hope you're doing well. I have Leia here joining me for the Q&A, the superstar of Geeks and Gamers. Let's see, trying to pull up my comments here now. How's everyone doing today? So many people already in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us. Great to see all of you. Let's see. I'm just trying to see who all's here. I mean, everybody, all of the communities here. You've all joined us. So, great to see all of you. Figured I would just do a Q&A. Let's have a discussion. Talk about whatever you want to talk about. Nothing really specifically on the agenda. Let's see here. Of course, I know everybody wants to see her. So here she is, the sweet little girl Leia. And for everyone asking, she is a part Chihuahua, part Pug. So she is a Chug. So Omar, he said first time here. What's up, Omar? Thank you very much for joining us. So yes, is Leia a Chihuahua? She is a part Chihuahua, part Pug. And so that's why she's got the stocky little frame. And I do have a Chihuahua here too. Her big brother is a Chihuahua. So anyway, a Chug. Yep. All right, let's see here. Let's see. I'm looking at some of these comments trying to catch something. These things are coming in so hot and heavy. So Entertainment Buddy, thank you for the super chat. Do I think the Aquaman movie will be good? Okay, so as someone that's been very critical of the DCEU outside of Wonder Woman, because I really loved Wonder Woman, I am extremely excited for Aquaman. James Wan is a great director. Jason Momoa destroys my self-confidence as a man every time I see him, because I just feel like no female will ever find me attractive after I see Jason Momoa. But yes, I'm looking forward to Aquaman. I'm very much looking forward to it, and I think it's going to be really good. So hopefully I'm right, because I want to see a good DCEU movie. Am I excited for episode 9? As of right now, at this moment, no, absolutely not. I do withhold the right to have that change after we see what transpires. We're what, a year and a half away from episode 9, so yeah, we'll just have to see what happens. But as of right now, I'm not that excited for episode 9, unfortunately, and it sucks to say that. I really don't like saying that. It pains me to say that. What's the oldest game console I own? I own an Atari 2600. It doesn't work anymore, which sucks. And then I don't have my original NES, but I do have an NES Classic, a Super NES Classic. But I also have I have a Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. What else do I have around here? I took some of my games to my other room, but yeah, I've got a lot of gaming consoles. So you want me to send the Atari to you so you can fix it? So I'm supposed to send my Atari to some random dude on the internet. I'll never see it again. I might do it. Hell with it. Let's see. Grant Gustin easily is a better Flash. Easily. And I haven't watched all of the Flash television series. I think I've seen seasons 1 and 2. He's easily a better Flash. Not even close. All right. Let's see. Let me pick up my phone, because I'm trying to read the comments on my computer. Let's see. My dog is the cutest dog ever. So, am I an Arrow fan? I've watched I've watched a few episodes of Arrow, and I don't have anything against Arrow. I haven't gotten into it as much as I wanted to. I think Stephen Amell is great. And the show looks really cool. It has like a Batman Begins vibe to it. I just haven't gotten into it. And right now with TV series, I tend to want to binge everything. So I try to wait for a series to have a lot of seasons ahead of it. Now, Arrow has several seasons, there's no doubt about that. But that's what kind of deters me from watching week-to-week television. Just like with Westworld. I watched the first episode of Westworld, and I really enjoyed it, the first episode of season 2. I can't get motivated to watch week-to-week television anymore. Netflix has ruined me. So I just have to binge everything now. So I just wait for a lot to compile, and then so I can just binge watch. Let's see. Thanks for recommending Cobra Kai so heavily. Yes, Cobra Kai. I watched Cobra Kai again, all the way through last night with my family, with my wife and daughter. God dang it, that is such a good series. It's so good. I can't believe how good it is. So yes, I'm going to continue to recommend this series. You really need to watch it. What's up, Stephanie? That's my anti-Last Jedi homegirl. What's up, Stephanie? I need to plug your YouTube channel and everything because you've always been supportive of me, even if we disagree on something. And that's the beauty of opinions. As long as people can just accept that other people have different opinions sometimes. But, you know, Stephanie and I have one common goal, and she's cool. I like you. You're awesome. And so, and if any of us ever disagree in the comments, or if I ever say anything that you don't like, feel free to challenge me on it. I'm not scared of a differing opinion. I'm not scared of a conversation. I'm not scared of dialogue and debate. I actually enjoy that. So, yeah, I mean, absolutely, 100%. So, what are my feelings on Deadpool 2? I've said this before, I'm not the biggest Deadpool fan, but I did enjoy the hell out of Deadpool, the first movie. It was fantastic. I've seen it multiple times, and I absolutely loved it. I think that there's a certain novelty with Deadpool, and that first film capitalized off of all of the novelty surrounding Deadpool. I think that the second one will not be as good as the first one, but I'm still looking forward to it, and I think Josh Brolin's going to be badass as Cable. So, man, I just saw, so somebody said greetings from Belgium, greetings from Rome. You guys are, man, that's amazing. There's Texas people in here. It's amazing to me to see the worldwide reach that we have here in the community, and it just humbles me. Corey Lowe is trying to call me out. My boy Corey is always trolling me, and so I see you, Corey. I see you in the comments. You're always trying to troll. Scotland, New Zealand, Canada, Newcastle, UK. Let's see. Indiana, there's so many. You guys are amazing. I love seeing all of it. Kentucky, I'm trying to call them out. Quebec, Croatia, Detroit, Tampa, UK. I'm trying. Italy, New Zealand, France, Canada, Mississippi. All right, I can't keep going. Las Vegas, North Carolina, Germany. What do I think of the new Predator trailer? Thank you for the super chat. Third phase of the moon super chat, $2. Thank you. I have seen people talking about the Predator trailer. I haven't watched it yet because I want to do a trailer reaction for this channel. Greetings from Hoth. We got people from Hoth watching. Hey, if you'll hook me up with a plane ticket, I want to come visit you in Hoth. I really do. I mean, I live in Florida. At Mustafar, we got people from Mustafar. But yes, New York. Yeah, Predator trailer though. I'm looking forward to seeing it. I've heard some complaints about it, so I'm going to do a reaction to the trailer. I'll have it up on this channel tomorrow. Also, big news. Leia's ready to go. Big news. That Star Wars girl, Anna, we're going to have her first video on the channel tomorrow for Geeks and Gamers. She just sent it to me. Going to be editing that tonight, and it will be up. Also, our boy, SC Reviews. SC will have a video on this channel tomorrow, so we're looking forward to that. And, all right, I'm trying to catch some of these comments now. What do I think of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? I watched the first season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and I basically gave up on it. It just, I didn't think it was terrible. It just wasn't terribly interesting for me. So, anyway, all right, let's see. I got notifications like crazy. Do I like Sea of Thieves? I do have Sea of Thieves. I have not played much of it yet. It looks like a really interesting premise. I'm trying to wait till I can get some friends together to really dive deeper into it. And so, yes, but I'm looking forward to playing it. So, why is the media full of shills? You know, it's, people want to get perks, and I'm not going to accuse anybody specifically. I'm not going to accuse any channels, any sites like that. I mean, for the longest, when I was running Geeks and Gamers, I won't say I was a shill, but I was definitely trying to work to get us in a position where we can get press passes and get media events and go to Comic-Cons. And at some point, I realized that makes us no different than anyone else. And so at the end of the year, I decided I was going to shed all of the nonsense, and I basically took Johnny's advice from Cobra Kai. I shed everything. I went back to my true self, and I'm telling it like it is, and I'm not worried about getting press passes. I'm not worried about getting review copies. I'm not worried about getting into Comic-Cons for free. I'm just here to tell it like it is. Period, point blank. Someone said, are you interested, or am I excited for Galaxy's Edge at Walt Disney World? Yes, 100%, because I am a massive Walt Disney World fan. I worship Walt Disney World. I love it so much. And so Galaxy's Edge, I'm looking forward to it. I'm trying to separate my distrust for Star Wars right now because I treat Disney World as a separate entity almost. And so you know, I am excited for Galaxy's Edge. It's going to be at Walt Disney World and at Disneyland in Anaheim. Matthew Whaley, thank you for the $5 super chat. Do you play, have I played any of the backward compatible Xbox games on Xbox? Also, are you a member of Club Star Wars on the system? I'm the owner. I don't believe I'm a member of Club Star Wars. The backwards compatible games, I own most of them already. And so I know that they've made all of them available recently on Xbox, and so I'm going to be playing the ones that I haven't played, but I do have Battlefront, I have Battlefront 2, I have all of the majority of the old school Star Wars games. I already have them. So, and I'm looking forward to getting more into it. The problem is, running Geeks and Gamers, running this YouTube channel, doing all the stuff I'm doing, the constant phone calls I get, because we have about 25, 30 people on our staff. We're constantly doing things on the website, social media. I get very little time just to sit down and play a video game. And it's, you know, it is what it is. Plus having a wife and a kid and all that family stuff, it is what it is. So, all right, let me go back because I've missed some super chats here. Fanboy, $2, thank you so much. Omar, this was, I think you're the one that said it's your first time here. They should relegate The Last Jedi to Legends. They should, but they won't. And so I think that's something we unfortunately all have to just come to grips with. Am I worried that Marvel may go social justice warrior in the near future? So that's an interesting question. I want to touch on that for a minute. So, yes, I am worried that Marvel may go SJW in the future. And we can go back to Star Wars and how there was, even when I, you know, was excited for The Force Awakens, even when I loved The Force Awakens, even when I was enthusiastic with Disney's purchase and their handling of Star Wars in the beginning, in the back of my head, I looked at what was going on and I was like, are they really pushing agendas here? And is this going to break things? Because if you watch anything from Hollywood, you have to be acceptable that it's probably going to have a political leaning left agenda into it. And as long as it doesn't ruin things, then I'm not going to really think it's a big deal. I'm not going to let it affect things. But Star Wars just drove it off a cliff with The Last Jedi. But it's not, that wasn't what started it. A lot of us called it out. There was people that called it out quicker than I did, where people saw it coming well before The Last Jedi. And I tip my hat to all of you who were willing to call that out. I'm not one of the people. I can't claim credit for that. I was still caught up in just being a Star Wars fan. So playing to the Marvel side of things, yes, I do worry about it. But depending on what happens with Solo, depending on what happens with Star Wars moving forward, this could be a huge moment for us to just tell Disney, not only just Disney, tell Hollywood, tell all studios, leave your political nonsense out of our media. Tell us a good story. Like Cobra Kai, for instance. Tell us a good story. And so, yeah, but I do worry that that is a possibility. All right, let's see. And that's from yours truly. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Let's see. Corey, my boy Corey, gonna drop me $5 after all that trolling. I love you, buddy. I really do. You are the man. Ivan, my man, are you doing all right? I gave you a shout out on the video earlier. If everyone, Ivan Ortega, the latest new member of the Geeks and Gamers team here on YouTube, if everyone can just offer Ivan your most sincere condolences. He's going through some family stuff right now, and it looks like he's in Mexico handling some business, so just send your best wishes and thoughts out to Ivan. He's a great guy. Ivan, love you, buddy. Definitely call me if you need anything. You have my number. Thank you for the super chat, and my best wishes to you and your family over in Mexico. All right, let's see. All right, I'm gonna try to catch some of these non-super chat questions before another one comes in. Pancakes, you said you inspired me to start a channel. thank you. I really appreciate that. That means a lot to me. And I hope that what I'm doing here, if anything, if I can accomplish anything, I just want to let everyone know, okay, and I've mentioned this multiple times, but there's context to what I'm saying. So, again, I've had Geeks and Gamers for 4 years. Geeks and Gamers has done really well. Geeks and Gamers has done, we've done some really cool things over the last 4 years, but at some point we reached a point where we just weren't growing like we should have been growing. And I was losing money because I was putting so much money into this, and it was becoming frustrating. And the YouTube channel really never took off because we were playing it so politically correct, trying to please everyone. If I can teach anyone anything, if I can inspire you to do anything, be honest. Be 100% accurate, because you are going to piss people off no matter what you say, no matter how you say it, no matter how nice you try to be, no matter how much you try to pander. There's always going to be people that are going to be pissed off at you. So you might as well say it like it is and just let everybody decide what the way they want to feel. Because if you're going to piss people off, you might as well piss them off with the truth and being honest. And that does not necessarily mean agreeing with me. That means say what you think, how do you feel? Be brutally honest, give it to people straight, and even if they don't agree with you all the time, I think that they will be respectful and appreciative of you. So that's the whole thing I'm hoping that we can accomplish here at Geeks and Gamers. There's been times where Jessie Milestone came on the channel and she was talking about how she thinks I'm an idiot for liking The Force Awakens. That's awesome, because everybody here at Geeks and Gamers, I don't want people that agree with me. I like people that are going to challenge me. I like people that are going to hold me accountable for anything that I say and do and make me explain it. And so that's the type of people that I love. Nick Canup, and you're one of our dedicated people. I saw you, I believe you commented on Sports Wars earlier. Are we hiring? So how Geeks and Gamers is constructed at this point, none of us are making money. I'm not making money. I mean, the money we make goes right back into the website, goes right back into the brand. So that's why in the last 2 years, I've only been to Disney like once or twice, even though I have an annual pass, because I don't have time and I don't really have the money to take the trip down there, because all of the money we make goes back into the brand. And so it's all voluntarily work at this point. I can't even say the word, but you guys know what I'm saying. We have a bunch of volunteers, and my goal is to get us to a point where I am paying all of our people's salary right now, but I don't take a salary. Nobody takes a salary. We were just able to get a dedicated server on the website, which for some of you tech guys, I'm sure you know that's an expensive obligation, and that's something that was basically because of the YouTube channel and our Patreon account that allowed us to get a dedicated server. And we're trying our best to continue to make geeksandgamers.com more of a community aspect where you can go there. You're not going to be silenced. But we don't have any forums built yet. We don't have anything like that, but we're working on it, because we don't want anybody to feel silent. So if you come to geeksandgamers.com, the only thing we would ever ask once we get the community aspect built is just don't be like making threats against people's lives or anything like that. But outside of that, be honest, and you won't have to worry about being silenced. So that's the deal. But you can always shoot me an email if you feel like you can contribute to us. I'll take that into consideration. But right now, we are pretty well staffed for the most part. But I'm always looking, always. 15 Darcy, hi Jeremy, you are the man, keep it up. Thank you for the super chat, I really appreciate that. Let's see. Thunder Kajit Kitten, I think that's how you say that. What would you like to see from the Kenobi film in pre-production, or the Kenobi film? Pre-production and starts filming in April 2019. Now, I saw that story going around. Has that been confirmed, or is that still just a rumor? I'd like to know if anybody can let me know. And if that's the case, let's operate on the assumption that is true. There's only one thing I want to see: Ewan McGregor. And if Ewan McGregor's not there, I have no desire to see it whatsoever. And just to clarify, you know, with what I'm doing with Solo, I'm not writing Star Wars off completely at this point, but I am not going to see Solo. I'm not seeing it, period, point blank, in the discussion. That decision's been made, and we shall see. After Solo, we don't know what happens with Star Wars. Maybe they can turn things around, maybe not, but it's just a stance that I'm willing to take. We will have a review on this channel. It will not be from me. We will have a review on geeksandgamers.com, and it won't be from me. So with the Kenobi film, give me Obi. That's it. Give me Ewan McGregor, and I will be completely happy. Well, not completely, but I'll be as happy as I can be. I will be a little concerned with what they may do, but you know, it's a crazy time to be a Star Wars fan. So, and let's see, $5, just a Middle Earth fan supporting my Star Wars cousins. Thank you so much. Middle Earth is a wonderful place. The Lord of the Rings trilogy is amazing. I even like the Hobbit trilogy. And so, yeah, shout out. We need different fandoms crossing over. This is not just a Star Wars channel. This is a channel for Marvel fans, DC fans, video game players, Nintendo, Xbox, PlayStation, PC gamers, you know, anything. We're a well-rounded group here at Geeks and Gamers. So let's see here. Did I miss anything? Mr. Carneval, I think that's how you say it. $5 super chat. Thank you. Hey, Jeremy. I'm a buddy of Gabriel, the guy who had the article about him. Thank you for the support from you and the other larger channels. Stay cool. Hey, thank you so much. You know, when I saw that happening with Gabriel, I thought it was just absolutely just ridiculous, because I know how I felt when we had less than 20,000 subscribers on this channel and I had a big YouTube channel go after me. And I was just like, man, that's crazy. Why would someone with that big of a following go after me like that? And since then, we have cured things. We've gotten everything squared away. And so, but I knew how that felt. And I saw Gabriel at the time, he had like 250 subscribers, and he's got these big sites. And I mean, whatever site that was, it's not like they're IGN or something, but they were still a pretty big site. And the fact that they were just destroying this guy, and I was like, wow, man, like, all he's doing is saying he's speaking with his wallet and he has an opinion. So I decided, well, I mean, I don't have the biggest platform here, but I've got a decent platform, and I saw Ethan Van Sciver went after the site that went after him first, and I decided, well, I want to give my small platform the opportunity to push more support his way too, because like I've said, I'm not here for competition. I'm not here to say I've got more subscribers than you. I'm not here to do anything other than try to build a community, and whether you agree or disagree with me is really irrelevant. It really comes down to, do you be respectful? And if you step to me and you just say, hey, I don't like what you're saying, I don't like this, but I at least respect your right to say it, that's all I can ask, and that's all I'm looking for. And the same would go back to me if you're saying things I don't agree with. As long as you're respectful and you can take challenging opinions, I'm okay with that. So, all right. Let's see. Matthew Wally, excited for the Witcher series. You know, shockingly, I have never played any of the Witcher games. It's not because I don't want to. Really, again, when you are running when you're running a company and you're running so many things that we have going on, plus having a family and a kid, you don't get as much time to play video games as you want at my age. And I mean, trust me, I wish I could go back to when I was like 15, 16, just sitting around playing Mario Kart and Super Smash Bros. All day long. But that's just, it's not in the cards right now. But, yeah, I've heard nothing but phenomenal things about The Witcher. I just have never played it personally. So, let's see here. All right, there's so many comments. You know, someone says, do a Lord of the Rings video, please. I'll tell you what. I probably am not the best person to do a Lord of the Rings video, which I do love the Lord of the Rings movies, but I'm not a super fan to the point where I would be able to offer any expertise. But we do have someone on staff, one of our video editors named Josiah Swanson, who's also a small-time filmmaker. He is a massive Lord of the Rings fan, and I would love to get Josiah to do a video here on the channel for us. I'm almost positive he would do it. So I will keep that in mind. Josiah, if you're watching, well, Josiah just tried to call me about 10 minutes ago, but I'm live. So Josiah, if you're watching, hit me up later. We'll talk about that. All right. PNR computer guy or comp guy, love your channel. Just pop in some funds to help you keep things moving along. Keep up the great work, and best to you and your team. May the force be with you. Thank you so much. $10 super chat. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You humble me. You really do. Everyone that just tosses any support our way, it's very humbling. All right, let's see here. Fanboy, another $1. Thank you for the super chat. That Norwegian guy, thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Yeah, let's see. I'm still trying to read these comments. Let's see. If somebody's in the comments saying stop spreading rumors, stay off the internet. I mean, if you're that sweet and you're that sensitive, stay off the fucking internet. Sorry, it's a dangerous place for you. Let's see. You said that Norwegian guy, your message was not sent. What did you? Let me see if I can find your message. I saw your super chat. Let me see if I can comment again, and let me see if I can find it. Okay, Obi-Wan movie rumored to be filming starts filming in 2019 with a 2020 release. Pre-production already underway in Pinewood. No word on McGregor. Yeah, I just talked about that a little while ago, and really it comes down. Ewan McGregor's the make or break. He's the make or break, and that's it. And so that's really all I'm concerned with. I do want to know, has this been confirmed? Because I will make a video on this tomorrow, even if it's not confirmed. If it's a rumors, I want to touch on the rumors. I'll present it as rumors. And there we go. All right. Let's see. Corey Lowe wants to... Okay, hang on. Victor Cross, I think you misunderstand Jeremy. Kenobi is not confirmed. There are people here saying it is. My bad, Victor. That's cool. No problem then. I just want to make sure you weren't directing that at me. Corey Lowe, who you got winning the NBA title? So I made my, and I'm going to make it quick, because I know you're all going to tell me shut the fuck up about sports. I get it. I'm going to. Give me a minute. So, who do I have winning the title? In my predictions, I predicted that the Houston Rockets are going to upset the Golden State Warriors, and I predicted that the Cavs will beat the Celtics. If that is the finals, I'm calling for Cleveland to beat Houston, but I don't think Cleveland can beat Golden State. So that's tune into Sports Wars, our sports channel. Subscribe over there. You'll get more sports content coming from me over there. But every time I talk about sports, I can feel the uprising against me. I can feel the wall of our subscribers just wanting to destroy me every time I mention it. Let's see. Shiny Trooper, I did get an email from your boy, and I will be getting back to him. So many emails have been coming in lately. And so, yes. Let's see. Let's see. Yours truly. Would you consider reading a prototype screenplay at some point in the future? I don't know exactly what you're asking me. Do you mean like the game? Or just for would I personally read something that you wanted to send me? If you can clarify that, I'll try to look out for that comment, yours truly. Yeah, I don't know exactly what you're asking. Thoughts on the Venom movie, not including Spider-Man? I mean, at least we know this in advance, but it is kind of weird not having Spider-Man involved. With that said, I'm excited about it because of Tom Hardy, because Tom Hardy is the man. And so, but it's kind of weird not having Spider-Man. It's just kind of strange. Let's see. Why do you think Disney allowed so much social justice warriors in Star Wars? Well, I mean, again, as a Disney fan, as someone that's a longtime Disney fan, and I've never shied away from that fact, Disney is clearly a left-wing company. Now, I'm not accusing anybody of... There's nothing wrong with being left or right in politics. I'm not making a stance on that because I have beliefs on both sides. But Disney is clearly a left-wing company. There's no doubt about that. And I think Disney sees an opportunity to push their agenda into the biggest IP in the history of the movie business, and it's going to get them PC points, and it can push the social narrative they want. Clearly, and I mean, again, I'm not trying to bring politics into this, but a lot of these people that are on the left, especially the far left, they are pissed because Trump won, and they are willing to do anything they can. So, yeah, I think that they are just trying anything they can to push their agenda all over the place. And Star Wars is the strongest brand in the history of entertainment. So if anything can withstand SJW nonsense, it's Star Wars. But even Star Wars will fall eventually if you continue pushing this nonsense into it. And again, I just want to be clear, I don't have a political stance on the left or the right. You probably think I lean right, and maybe I do, but again, if you saw my political support of the last 10 years, you'd all be pissed off at me for something or another. So, okay, let's see here. Let's see, that was from General Spawn, so thank you for the super chat, appreciate that. Fanboy, I plan a petition to redo the new Star Wars movies. I mean, you go for that. The petitions to me they're more for government intervention and things like that. Michael Pronesti, Just want to give a big thanks to all the videos. The Last Jedi started a dark time, and that was amplified by a family loss. Your vids helped me cope and see I was not evil like the shills claim, nor alone. Hey, Michael, man, that means a lot. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate that. I'm sorry for your loss, and I'm glad that my videos, our videos in general, not just mine, I'm glad that they have helped you through a dark time. And it is true. Look, when I started to take this stance, you know, here on our YouTube channel, and like I said, for being this guy that was trying to make everyone happy and everyone satisfied, I was a little intimidated to try to go out on a limb and speak my true mind about what I was seeing within the fandom, within Hollywood, within the culture. It is a little intimidating. And the fact that all of you have been so supportive of me, it gives me the confidence to continue doing this every single day. And so, as much as I may be helping you, you're all helping me just as much in return. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. All of your tweets, all of your support, everything. Dennis Martin, I do see you. I see all these comments, but there's so many coming in. So, yeah, so every one of you, if you think I've helped you, just know you've helped me in return, and it's a mutual, beneficial relationship. So thank you, and Michael, my best to you and your family, buddy. Goldfish, what is my favorite Star Wars movie? Love your vids. Empire Strikes Back. I know that's cliche at this point, but it is Empire Strikes Back. But if you talk about overall live action media period, or even not even live action, but all Star Wars canon, the Clone Wars television series, specifically seasons 3 through 5, that's my favorite Star Wars content ever, period. Revenge of the Sith is my second favorite Star Wars movie. Let's see. Corey Lowe trying to call me out again, but you did give me the super chat, Corey, so I'll let you slide. All right, Paragilla. What's up, Jeremy, man? I'm so salty about salty right now. Some friend get me at it, but others call me Darth Salty now. After TFA, I had so much faith in Star Wars, but yeah, The Last Jedi crushed my Star Wars soul. Your vids help me in these dark times. Hey, thank you again. Much like I just said to Michael earlier, you know, if I'm helping you, just know that you're all helping me just as much, if not more. So every time I make these videos, when I first started making these videos, I knew they were going to be a little out of the realm of normal, and especially for everything that I've been doing with Geeks and Gamers for the past several years, because there's been times I've been very outspoken about my views, but I would dial it back and try to be a little less edgy with it because I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. So when I started doing this, I was not sure how it would go over. And I had a lot of people that used to be on my staff or used to be in our community who they are trying to character assassinate me every day. And they're trying to say things that are not true every day. And if I didn't have the support of all of you, then some of the things that are being said about me, they may actually affect me a little more. But the fact that all of you support me, it means all of the nonsense that's being said out there, it's so irrelevant that it's to the point where it's comical. So again, if I've helped you, just know you've helped me. So thank you so much for that. All right, Matthew, again, thank you. That's your third super chat. I appreciate that. If you're ever in, is that New Zealand? You must, oh yes, you must visit Hobbiton. How do you say that? Hobbiton? Fantastic attraction. You can eat and drink in the Green Dragon. Yeah, I've heard some amazing things about that. And so yeah, if anybody wants to fly Geeks and Gamers over to New Zealand, I'm your boy, so just let me know. Jeremy, when are you going to start selling the hoodies, Geeks and Gamers hoodies? I want to rock that shit every day. Good news, Steve. We are currently working on that right now. And I'm sure my boy Joe is watching. Joe is a new member of the Geeks and Gamers team, and we are working really hard to make these Geeks and Gamers hoodies available for you. So just continue to support our videos and continue to support us on Patreon, and we are going to make that happen very, very soon. So thank you very much for continuing to ask and inquire about that, because the more people ask, the more we know there's an interest out there. So let's see. Let's try to read some of these comments now. Did I miss any super chats? I want to make sure. What do I think of the Holdo Action Figures Black Series toy? I think that Disney is trying to find a worse selling toy than Rose, and they're probably going to get it with the Holdo toy. It's going to be so bad. Who makes that decision to get a Holdo toy? Probably the same person that made the decision to give us a Rose toy. Absolute nonsense. Unbelievable. Let's see. Fanboy, I know if it's a long shot, but I want to try and join. I don't know specifically what you're talking about, so try to drop another comment, and I will try to get the clarification on that. Do I prefer the MCU or Star Wars? Currently, the MCU. Currently. Now, if you want to go back to, and that's only a recent change in my way of looking at things. I've always enjoyed the MCU, but the MCU has always felt a little safe, and there were really no stakes. And then, you know, and now again, though, I love it. Like, I love Guardians of the Galaxy. I love the Captain America films. But they always felt a little safe. And now with Infinity War, that has been a fundamental game changer for me. And it's made me appreciate the MCU so much more. Whereas The Last Jedi has actually destroyed everything about Star Wars for me. And that shows how great Infinity War really is and how bad The Last Jedi is. And hey, everybody wants to talk about all of the Rotten Tomatoes score. Infinity War, 92% still. Last Jedi, 47%. Boom. End of discussion. So all of the excuses that everybody wanted to say for why The Last Jedi had a bad audience score, it's because Last Jedi was not a good movie. That's why. It's that simple. Have I heard about Star Wars Theory's fan film? Absolutely. Star Wars Theory is actually going to have me make a cameo in his fan film, along with the Lore Master and Star Wars HQ. Star Wars Theory and I talk every day or every other day. He and I have become very good friends. And so I'm a big fan of him and his channel. He's done a lot to help me with YouTube and trying to prep me as the YouTube channel gets bigger. He has challenged me. He wants me to get like this channel. He said he wants this channel to be at over 150 subs by Star Wars Celebration next year. And so that's going to take everybody, you know, to help spread the word and share these videos. But yeah, Star Wars Theory and I are great friends. He is an awesome dude, and yeah, awesome guy. So let's see here. I'm seeing if I missed anything. So many Joe, I see you on my notifications, man. I'm trying to read those, but I'm trying to read all of these comments too. Yours truly, it was just a screenplay. I want to grace with your painfully honest opinion. Do you think Thanos snapped Kathleen's neck? Yours truly, you feel free to email me, jeremy@geeksandgamers.com, and I would be fine. I would totally not have a problem looking at your prototype screenplay. So just shoot me that email and notate that you and I talked about this on a live stream, and I'll take a look at it. And by the way, I need to make this announcement again, but my email was down for a few weeks, my jeremy@geeksandgamers email, because when we did switch over to the dedicated server on geeksandgamers.com, that was a big process for us, and my email was down for a few weeks. I didn't realize this until after the fact, so I missed a lot of emails. Plus, I'm backed up on a lot of emails, so I'm going to get to them, I promise. Just work with me, and I apologize. Let's see here. Dr. Hope's sick notes, fellow YouTuber, respect how you run your channel, mate. Thank you so much. Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate that. That means a lot. Okay, $5 super chat. I don't know how the hell to say your name, but I'm going to try it anyway. Kpora, J-Bora, or Gaybora, I think. I don't know how to say that one, but it's not even focusing in. Hey, Jeremy, you know me already. I'm Kyle. If you would choose an Old Republic arc or an era for the trilogy, what would you choose and why? Okay, so would you choose... Okay, if I could choose any era for a trilogy, I guess that's what you're asking me. And I am not the most I'm familiar with the Old Republic, but I'm not an expert on the Old Republic because I've not played through all the games yet. But I absolutely, if you look at the Old Republic, it's begging for a trilogy. It's begging for a trilogy. I don't understand why we haven't gotten to the point where this has not been greenlit. Well, I mean, I do, because it seems like everything that the fans want, Disney wants to go against it. And as a big Christopher Nolan fan, I've never wanted to see Nolan take on a Star Wars movie, but damn if I wouldn't love to see him take on an Old Republic movie. Holy hell. I mean, can you imagine how good that would be? Nolan doing an Old Republic movie or a trilogy? Wow. But that will never happen. Christopher Nolan will never touch Star Wars at this point. Why? Because nobody tells Nolan what to do, and there's no way he's going to walk in to Lucasfilm and be told what, hang on, I'm trying to read these comments. There's no way Nolan would be told what to do under the watchful eye of Kathleen Kennedy. Not even happening. So, let's see here. Great question, though. All right. Cobra Kai Season 2. I heard about that. I'm so effing happy. Cobra Kai Season 2. People need to continue watching this and praise it and support it. And, I mean, I don't want to give any spoilers. I watched Cobra Kai for a second time last night. You can run through it in about, 5 or 6 hours. So I watched it again with my family last night. My wife and kid loved it. I really wanted my kid to see it. Not that she needed the message, but anybody needs the message about what you need to do in this society. Instead of being a little punk, instead of just being a little wuss, stand up and don't let people hold you down. I love the message from Johnny. Love it so much. And so now, as far as what direction, we all know what happened in the end, and I'm not going to mention what happened at the end, but what happened at the end, I'm not going to say anything else, but you know how exciting it is. So I can't effing wait. Man, it's so good. Thoughts on games for E3 leaked by Walmart? That's from Mega Mr. 46 Super Chat. Thank you for the Super Chat. I did not hear about that. So I'll have to look into that after this video, and I don't have a problem making another live video talking about it, but I did not know about that, and I'm actually going to be interested. I don't like leaks, generally speaking. The reason I looked into the leaks for episode 9 is because I'm so out of I just don't care about Star Wars right now. But the leaks for E3, I am going to be interested because I want to know what we're getting at E3 so we can make some plans and everything like that. So my biggest thing for E3 right now is Smash. I need more information on Smash for the Switch. That's outside of God of War, because God of War was my most anticipated game of the year. Now it's all about Smash Bros. I can't wait. So, all right, let's see. RAR Nation, just wanted to say I appreciate your work. I disagree with most of what you say, like The Last Jedi and SJWs, but you're respectful, and I like that. That is what I'm talking about right there. That is the type of person that everyone should be like right there. RAR Nation. He does not agree with me on The Last Jedi. He does not agree with me on Social Justice Warriors, but he says I'm respectful, and he likes that, and he appreciates it. That's excellent. God damn it, why can't we have more people like that in the world? It doesn't matter. You don't have to agree with everything. You don't have to see eye to eye, but at least just respect where people are coming from. It's that simple. Jesus Christ. I love that. That was a great comment. So thank you very much for that. People are asking about podcasts. So we do have a podcast for Geeks and Gamers. It's called Geeks and Gamers Radio Network. We have a gaming we have just a general podcast. Then we have the Sports Wars podcast, and we're going to have more podcasts coming. There's Leia right there. We're going to have more podcasts coming. For me, I just don't have time. I used to run the general podcast called Geeks and Gamers Network Prime, but I just don't have time anymore because I have so many things going on. But yes, and so... actually, and I'm sure they won't mind me saying it, but Ethan hit me up last night, and they did invite me onto the High Council, and I just did not have, I wasn't home when they were running it, and I just found out about it last second, so you'll probably see me on the High Council at some point. I would love to join those guys, so yes, and what is it? The Scoundrels Cantina, I say this every live stream, but they're trying to get up with me. It's just one of those things. Busy schedule right now. And it's hard for me to go on other podcasts when I can't even find time to go on our very own Geeks and Gamers podcast right now. And so, but yeah, lots of opportunities and really exciting times in the works for Geeks and Gamers. So thank you to everyone that continues to tell other channels about me, or any of the channels that are watching, anything like that. It is awesome. All right, let's see here. Me again, let's talk sports. Now, is there F1? So I don't watch F1 anymore, but I do love F1. I haven't watched F1 since like the Michael Schumacher days, if that's what you're talking about. So because Formula One is awesome. It's awesome. Because of the time change, it always airs at different weird times for me over here in the States. And so, but I used to be a big NASCAR fan too, but NASCAR has become so commercialized that every week I tune in, I don't know who's driving what car. But you know, the most fascinating thing to me right now with Formula One is what happened with Michael Schumacher. It's absolutely crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. All right, hang on. 15 Darcy, why aren't I reading your super chat? I'm sorry, did I miss your super chat? Let me go back. My bad. Sometimes I miss them. I'm trying to watch. Let's see here. Did I miss it? I thought I read yours out earlier. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, here it is. What was the worst part of The Last Jedi for me? All right, great question. My bad on that. That one must have slipped right past me, so I'm back and better than ever. So the worst part of it for me. So again, I continue to have to say this because there's these idiots out there that are saying I'm trying to hide the fact that I was praising The Last Jedi when I first saw it. And I never have tried to hide that fact. I did. When I first saw it, I was praising it. When I started thinking more about it and the ramifications for the decisions, that's when I started really figuring out how much I hated it. So overall, the worst part of the film is Canto Bight. And I don't think that that's even debatable. The entire film derails when Canto Bight enters the equation. All of it. And so, but when you're talking about specific scenes, it was a scene that I thoroughly enjoyed at first when I saw it, but the throne room scene is horrible. It's horrible because of the meanings behind it and how it all played out. The fact that Rey could destroy all of the Praetorian guards. How the hell could she beat all the Praetorian guards like that? The fact that she even had to save Kylo. What? The fact that Kylo killed Snoke. Why? Snoke has proven to be this ultra powerful being. And then all of a sudden, Kylo can just pull like a backyard school trick on him? What? And then if you really look at the throne room scene, it looks so cheesy. It looks like it's from a sci-fi channel. It was so cheesy looking. It did not look like Star Wars. So, and it's just all of the ramifications of that scene. Again, in the moment, because my jaw was dropped, because I thought so many different things could have played out from that. So when I first saw that in the theater, I was like, holy fuck, what is happening? And then you start really thinking about it. Because, you know, I know there's a lot of people online that they try to act like they're just so far more superior than everyone else and intellectually superior. I'm just a normal guy who watches movies. I get caught up in fanboyisms all the time. Okay, so when I go watch a Star Wars movie, I'm not going into it wanting to dislike it. I wanted to like The Last Jedi. I tried to like The Last Jedi. So because of my bias, it did not allow me to see The Last Jedi for what it was at first. So once I was able to walk away from everything and just decompress and process it, I realized how bad it was. And that throne room scene is bad. Now again, another thing, man, you got me started on Last Jedi. See, but the other thing too is Luke's projection. In the moment, the first time I saw it in the theater, I thought it was awesome. I thought it was awesome. Then I realized Luke wasn't there. And I realized how stupid it was. And then I realized that it's just so many bad scenes. So many bad scenes. But Canto Bight is the worst scene. I don't think you can debate that Canto Bight, like, even the biggest Last Jedi fanboy has to admit that Canto Bight is garbage. So anyway, all right, let's see here. Did I miss any super chats? So big shout out. Schumacher is my god and Ferrari is my religion along with Star Wars, but the real Star Wars, not the what we're currently subjected to. And that's from Michael. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, I mean, Schumacher was just a living legend. and he had this aura about him, and the fact that he has went through what he went through in that injury, and that his family has been so secretive about it, and we don't really have any solid updates. It's fascinating to me that at one point Schumacher was the richest athlete in the entire world and the most accomplished athlete in the entire world, and a skiing accident put him in a coma. And this is, how long has it been now? 5-6 years? And we literally have no updates about it. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay. Again, please just go to Sports Wars. If I am not fucking dabbing, I'm not doing it. So whoever keeps asking me to dab, I'm not doing it. That will never happen. Ain't happening. If my daughter was here, I'd have her hop over here and dab. I ain't dabbing. All right. So let's see. Let's see. Did I miss your super chat too? Damn it, there's so many. Let's see here. I'm sorry. I'm looking. You got to give me a minute. I'm petting my little girl right now. All right. Okay. I want to recommend some Old Republic books for you to enjoy. Check out Tales of the Jedi, Knights of the Old Republic, and the Bane novel trilogy. I've actually listened to the first Bane audiobook, so I am familiar with the first Bane audiobook, and it was awesome as hell. But I'm just bad about reading. I'm bad about reading. So just because it's so time consuming. So what I like is I like a lot of podcasts because I like to ride bikes. I'll be going to the beach a lot this summer because I live in Florida. And so I like audiobooks because if I'm sitting on the beach or if I'm riding my bike, I can just listen to an audiobook. And that's what I'm doing with the Ahsoka novel right now. Let's see. Thank you so much, 15 Darcy. Appreciate that. And you're from France. Man, just all of the people from around the world. Incredible. Incredible. Let's see. Let me make sure. If you got to remind me if I missed super chats. I think I've caught all of them at this point. Let's see. Yeah, I think I've caught them all. So let's see. Well, I am bad about reading. What do you want me to do? Reylo's the worst thing that's ever happened to Star Wars outside of Rose. Reylo is so bad. Reylo has pulled us into the Hunger Games / Twilight era of Star Wars. It is so bad. It's painful, and it hurts my soul. And if they continue down this path with Reylo, then it's going to destroy Star Wars, which, I mean, Star Wars is already on a path of destruction anyway, but Reylo will destroy it. Because I look on Twitter, and it just feels like a Twilight fan base has taken over Star Wars, and it's so horrible to me. It's so bad. So, yeah, it's pain. It's almost like they were sitting around going, hey, what can we do to ruin Star Wars? Reylo. Boom, there it is. And I mean, you had it with Finn and you had it with Rey. They had chemistry, it worked, and why they moved away from that to move into this Reylo nonsense, I have no idea. So, Travis Ketlow, let's see, what's my favorite Clone Wars episode? I've said this before, but I won't get into spoilers, but it's the Ahsoka arc. The Ahsoka arc of Season 5 is my favorite thing in Star Wars ever, and that's what solidified me as an Ahsoka fan. I've always loved Ahsoka. She wasn't like my favorite character in the first 2 seasons, and then seasons 2, 3, and 3 and 4, she really started to, get some development and go through some things. But that arc in Season 5 is so effing powerful, and it gutted me as a fan, and I was not prepared for it. And so that just those 3-4 episodes right there are incredible. And so if you have not seen the Clone Wars, you owe it to yourself to go see the Clone Wars. Okay. Lobo Cop 69. That's a badass name. I don't know what it means, but it's a badass name. Thanks for the channel, Jeremy. You will become a Force ghost someday, and I hope that Kathleen Kennedy will get back to her old job, which was giving poison apples to young girls. Oh my God, that was good. That was great. Darth Punk, a shout out to Ivan, who's doing a great job of fixing The Last Jedi. Yes, Ivan is the man. I hope you're still watching, Ivan. We all love you. And I've got to turn my computer off because it's going dead. Yeah, we all love you, Ivan, and we hope to see you back soon. Ivan will be on this channel. He'll have a video probably in the next week or two, but we want to give him time. What do I think about The Incredibles 2? I think The Incredibles 2 looks great. I'm excited for The Incredibles 2. I know some people have said it looks like an SJW tone to it. I disagree with that. I think it's a natural progression of the story at this point, and I'm looking forward to it. We're definitely overdue for an Incredibles film, and I think they probably missed their window by several years, but it's still exciting, and I'm still looking forward to it. I'm not dabbing. You're not going to get me to dab. I appreciate the effort, but it ain't happening. Let's see here. Was killing Snoke a purposeful middle finger? I think so. Absolutely. If you look at what Pablo Hidalgo and Ryan Johnson were doing on Twitter and all the trolling about Snoke, I think it was absolutely an intentional middle finger to the fans, and I don't understand the logic behind that. I don't get it. I don't know why you would want to tell your fans to F off. It's just unbelievable. So, will Kathleen Kennedy dare to make the original trilogy? She kind of already has. I mean, as someone that defended The Force Awakens, I do get that it's kind of it's got a lot of similarities from A New Hope, and it feels like, now she's retelling Han's story, and she's going to eventually start retelling all of the original trilogy stories at some point, and it's sad. It's really sad. So, let's see. Anthony Davis, I never cared for Ahsoka, but I love the people that who do, and that's cool. I mean, if you don't like Ahsoka, that's cool. But yeah, as long as you can just appreciate the fact that other people do, because Ahsoka is awesome. So, so many questions. Mary Sue can do anything better than you. That is true. Jabba, a Star Wars story. Now, I probably would pay to see that shit just because it would be a full-blown comedy, and I wouldn't take it seriously at all. Somebody said they had a question for me. There's a lot of questions coming in. I'm trying my best to keep up with them. Let me make sure I didn't miss any more super chats. Let's see. Nope, no, I didn't miss any so far. All right, let's see. Streaming? Are you asking me if we do any streaming? We do. I haven't streamed in a week probably now, just because there's been so many other things to tend to. 15 Darcy, do I play Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes mobile game? I'm not a big mobile gamer, but I am not against playing that game. I've heard great things about it. Is Ahsoka on that game? Curious if Ahsoka's on that game. But yeah, I'm just not a big mobile gamer. I'm specifically a console gamer. I have a 3DS, and I don't really play my 3DS much. Ahsoka's in that game. I'm playing it. I'm downloading that mother effer right now. So there you go. I'm sold right there. Disney, you sold me. That's all I needed right there. Let's see. There was a Sports Wars question, but I missed it. I'm trying to find it now. Yeah, then I'm playing Galaxy of Heroes. I did not know Ahsoka was on both versions, so I'm on it right now. I'm gonna download that as soon as we're done here. And no, I do own the Mass Effect trilogy. Again, one of those games that it's just something that you have to spend so much time and focus on, and I don't have the time or the focus right now to dedicate to something like that. But I do have the original. I do have the Mass Effect trilogy sitting on my shelf, just waiting for a rainy week, I guess, would be the thing it's waiting for. So let's see. Do I have any unpopular opinions? I got a lot of unpopular opinions. I'm a big fan of most Adam Sandler movies. I don't like Jack and Jill, but just about everything else, I really enjoy Adam Sandler movies. They're terrible, and I know that, but I love them. And Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison made me to the point where I'm always going to be an Adam Sandler fan. But hell, I even love 50 First Dates and Just Go With It. I love all of Adam Sandler's bad movies. They're so good. I don't like Mad Max Fury Road, and I know that's a very popular movie. I did not like that movie at all. I like Terminator Salvation. I like Mortal Kombat Annihilation, and I would challenge anybody in these comments to tell me if you like Mortal Kombat Annihilation, because I don't think anybody else exists. I don't like Deadpool as a character. I did like the Deadpool movie, but I don't like him as a character. And so, yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of unpopular opinions, as we all do. And so, let's see. Man, the Raylo freaks are in here, man. Woo! Golly, Raylo peeps are in here. Yeah, I don't know why Ahsoka's not in Battlefront. It makes no sense to me. Now, Star Wars HQ, I got a notification where it said that there was some Clone Wars material leaked. So I haven't watched the video yet, so I'm going to be checking that video out soon. Why didn't I like Fury Road? I just didn't. It felt to me like it was going out of its way to push a pro-feminism agenda. Maybe I'm wrong, and apparently a lot of people did not agree with me on that. And so, but that's just my feelings on it. I only watched it one time. I do like Charlize Theron, and I'm a huge Tom Hardy fan. I just didn't like the undertones in that movie. But maybe I'm wrong. Why don't you guys tell me what you think? Let's see. Awesome Lawson, you got your shout out, man, from England. Is that what it said? The comment's already gone. I can't keep up. But I just gave you your shout out. So let's see. Why are social justice warriors hacking sci-fi? Yeah, the reason they're hacking sci-fi is because social justice warriors only want to interject into pop culture their beliefs, but they don't care about sustaining it into the things they're trying to interject it to. They just want to put their poison into something, and as soon as they can make that happen, then they're willing to. They're like a snake where they put their fangs into something, they give it the poison, and then they move on and they let that thing die and they move on to something else. They don't care about anything that they claim they care about. Like, for instance, I know a lot of people, it's a sports analogy, but like Colin Kaepernick, okay? Colin Kaepernick had all of these non-football fans protesting that he should be playing football. Susan Sarandon held a rally in New York for Colin Kaepernick that he should be on a football team. Has anybody ever heard Susan Sarandon talk about the NFL? Ever. But suddenly, because it's an SJW topic, Susan Sarandon wants to get on her soapbox and start preaching about what an NFL team should do. And it's just like, what are you talking? What? Like, unbelievable. No, when Susan Sarandon is preaching for you to be on an NFL team, you shouldn't be on an NFL team, because that means you've created too much noise. So, let's see here. I mean, which is my favorite Star Wars spaceship? It's that's a good question. I mean, everybody's gonna say the Millennium Falcon, but I'm an X-wing guy. I love the X-wing. I love the design of it, and I have one of those. I don't have it in here, do I? No, I have it in my other room, but I have one of those giant X-wing models. I just love the X-wing. I think it's fantastic. So, let's see. These comments are a trip. Let's see. What's up, Scoundrels Cantina? I know I keep shouting you guys out on here, so you guys go subscribe to the Scoundrels Cantina channel. At some point, maybe you're going to see me over there if I can ever find the time. So let's see here. Somebody asked me a question I wanted to touch on. I think it was a gaming question, and I can't find it now. I'm going to go back and look. I'm going to dare go back into the comments and look, and it's so hard to get through all of this. So, yeah, I'm not dabbing, so you can give it up. You can give it up. Yes, I would love to see an Ahsoka movie. So what do I think of Kendrick Lamar and his music? So I don't listen to any newer rap. I don't listen to any newer music, period. So I'm a 90s guy, early 2000s. I'm a Tupac guy. I worshiped Tupac growing up. Loved all of his albums. I was destroyed after he got killed. Loved Pac. Loved Biggie. Loved the old school Dre. Loved Eminem before Eminem went crazy and tried to, got jealous over Trump, I guess. But M back in the day, M was phenomenal. I would put Tupac as the greatest rapper of all time. And it's not even like Tupac. When we lost Tupac, man, that was he could have been such a great voice for people in the future. And so losing Tupac sucked, and then losing Biggie. Rakim back in the day, Rakim was amazing. But any newer rap, I don't touch it. I really don't. I can't deal with newer rap at all. That's not to say they're not good. I just can't stomach it. I can't deal with it. Once Lil Wayne started becoming relevant, I knew that I just could not deal with this anymore. So yeah, DMX, old school DMX was cool. I was a fan of old school DMX. Dude was insane. So what are my thoughts on the continuation of Avatar, and have you been crap, the comment went away as soon as I started reading it. Okay, what are my thoughts on the continuation of Avatar, and have you been to Pandora area at Disney? So, I think it's weird that, like, this whole Pandora Avatar thing with James Cameron making, what's he making now, 3 films in a row? But they've been delayed, and it's just a weird situation. So I don't give a shit about the Avatar movies. I mean, I watched it, it was fine, but it didn't do anything for me. As far as Pandora at Disney World, I've only been to Disney World once in the past year, and that was this past weekend when I went to Orlando to meet up with Ethan Van Sciver. And I only went to Epcot because I was short on time, and I promised my wife and my daughter that I would not go to Pandora until they were with me. So I still have not seen Pandora. Definitely can't wait until we do get to go see it, because I've heard it is amazing, but have not had a chance to go yet. Let's see. Scoundrels Cantina, we really appreciate what you're doing for our ruined Star Wars community. You have no idea. The comments just keep moving. You have no idea how glad we are that we're not alone. Love the content. Keep doing your thing, mate. Thank you so much. Stephanie B, my homegirl from Twitter. What's up, Stephanie B? Yeah, Gannon, I love Eminem too, and then he tried to, man, I don't know, man. Eminem, like, went completely, like, he did a complete 360 or 180, whatever you want to say, and just flipped the script on everything when he got all frustrated. So, yeah. Let's see. 15 Darcy, what the hell was Akbar in The Last Jedi for? There wasn't even a tribute. Yeah, I mean, again, I think that was another subtle jab at them just saying, hey, your original trilogy doesn't matter. And it was just another subtle shot at the fandom to say, we don't care about you. We're more concerned with giving Rose's sister more closure of a death and showing Rose mourn over her damn sister than we are Admiral Akbar or Luke Skywalker or Han Solo. Get the hell out of here, man. What? That is absolutely unbelievable. How the hell have we gotten to this point? But yeah, it's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. Let's see. I'm going to have to go get some more water here in just a minute if we keep going. So, do I watch The Walking Dead? I loved the first 3 seasons of The Walking Dead. The Shane-Rick dynamic was fantastic. And then after that fell apart, the show started falling apart for me. Now, I continue to watch through the Governor's storyline and all that, but it was a slow decline. And I tried to get back involved when Negan showed up, but the consistency wasn't there. Basically, what would happen on the episode of The Walking Dead is they would start it out with something cool for 5 minutes, and then it would spend the next 45 minutes of nothing happening, and then the last minute or 5 minutes they would give you the cliffhanger, and then want you to go watch it all over again. So I have completely checked out of The Walking Dead. I have no idea what's going on in that series now. I don't care at all. Someone asked me if I play Halo. I've played every Halo except for Guardians, and that's not because I didn't like Guardians or didn't have interest, just haven't gotten around to it. I'm not a mega Halo player, but I have played and beat all of them. I've played some of the multiplayer on them. I love Halo. There's not a Halo game that I was disappointed with. Now, I haven't played Halo Wars, but I loved Reach. I loved 1, 2, and 3, and loved 4. I had the Master Chief Collection, so I'm a big fan of Halo. I just haven't played Guardians yet. I do own Guardians. I just haven't had time to play it. I hear a lot of Halo fans did not like Guardians, but yeah, that's I'm fine with it. So, all right. Yes, Rose Tico. Well, I would say Rose Tico is not useless, because Rose Tico has helped our buddy Ethan Van Sciver. He's welcomed him into all of our YouTube homes, because Ethan has made Rose a legitimate character now because of his sarcasm and because of all of the nonsense that he has done with her. So if you haven't subscribed to Ethan's channel, go over there and subscribe. It's a Pro Artist Comic Secrets. I think that's how you say it. I never remember how to say his channel. All right, let's see here. 15 Darcy, thank you so much. Good night. May the force be with you. Thank you for all the super chat. Really appreciate that. So let's see. Looking through. Who is my favorite Jedi and Sith? So my favorite Jedi, which I guess you can't call her that anymore, Ahsoka. Ahsoka, because she's my favorite character. And then my favorite Jedi is Anakin. And that's why I'm a big Clone Wars guy. I love the Clone Wars. And so that's what I love about it, because the Anakin we got in the Clone Wars is what we should have gotten in the prequels. As a prequel defender, I can openly admit that the Anakin we got in the prequels was tough to watch at times. But if you watch the Clone Wars, you will get the Anakin you've always wanted, and god dang it if he's not good. He's so good. And that chemistry, that relationship, that dynamic is so wonderful in the Clone Wars. So, all right, let's see here. Why are my comments not showing up? There we go. Okay, Mike W., thank you for the super chat. Hey, Jeremy, love the channel. I have been converted. Ironic that Kathleen Kennedy and Rian Johnson had kept their mouths shut. I would still be a hardcore Last Jedi defender. All these stories are the only reason I reassessed. Yeah, and here's the thing. I've said this many times. People are like, oh, you're so hung up on The Last Jedi. I'm over The Last Jedi at this point. I don't care about The Last Jedi anymore. Bad movies happen. I've said this several times. Let's just look at things on December, whatever, 17th, 18th, whenever the movie came out. Rian Johnson took a risk, and the risk ultimately did not pay off. But I'm okay with people taking risks. I'm okay with that. I respect ambition. I respect when you are willing to put things out there and try to do something. But he failed. He failed, and instead of he doesn't need to come out and point blank just say, hey guys, I effed up, I'm sorry. But just show a little bit of self-awareness. Just show a little bit. And just acknowledge, go, hey, you know what? We realize that there are a few things that we did that upset a significant portion of the fan base. And because of that, we're going to reassess it moving forward. No, they have continued to try and make the fans out to be the bad guys in this situation. So my issue now is not even The Last Jedi. My issue is the response of Lucasfilm to the fans. They literally went after people who were critical of Rose in comments on social media. I've never seen anything like this. Never seen anything like it. So, yeah. I'm so over it myself. Let's see. There was a question I wanted to touch on. If I can find it. I'm looking. Give me a minute here. Yeah, I mean, Lucas does hold more to blame for Anakin's poor performance. I agree with that because we've seen Hayden Christensen and other stuff before, and he wasn't that bad. But he was decent in episode 3, and I love episode 3. Do I watch the Marvel Netflix shows? You're damn right I do. I love me some Marvel Netflix. Now, I haven't watched Jessica Jones Season 2. I didn't love Jessica Jones Season 1, even though I did love Kilgrave, because Kilgrave was amazing. I just didn't love that series, that first season of Jessica Jones. And then when Season 2 came out, and they did the whole, we didn't hire men to direct, crap came out, I was like, why do I need to watch this then? You know, if that's the case, you're playing identity politics, I don't care. But Daredevil Season 1 and Season 2 are amazing. Dude, The Punisher is, John Bernthal is just, man, I have a man crush on John Bernthal as the Punisher. That dude is such a badass. That dude he's the ultimate badass. John Bernthal is one BMF. I love Bernthal so much. I love the Punisher series. It's brutal. The dynamic with him, I'm not going to get into sports, but it's so god dang good, and I love it so much. So yes, so somebody said they haven't watched the Punisher, so I don't want to talk any spoilers. But yeah, it was so good. So all right, probably going to be on here another maybe 10 minutes. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and feel free to drop them, and I'm going to try to catch them if I can. But again, tomorrow, Anna, that Star Wars girl, her next video for the Geeks and Gamers channel will be on this channel tomorrow, along with SC Reviews. I've got a video from SC Reviews, so some awesome content coming to the Geeks and Gamers channel in the very near future. In the very near future. My throat is getting dry. So, you know, I said I was going to try to do like a 24-hour live stream once we hit 50,000 subs. I don't think I can effing do that. I may have to get the team to the team to help me out on that. Let's see here. Yeah, Luke Cage. I liked Luke Cage. I liked the first half of season 1 of Luke Cage. I thought it was excellent. And then there's a certain point like I think episode 6 of Luke Cage, and it really derailed that entire season. But the first 6 episodes, I think, were phenomenal for Luke Cage. Absolutely phenomenal. When do we get more Mario Kart? Like I said, we were supposed to do Mario Kart this past Monday, and a lot of my team watched Monday Night Raw. I don't watch wrestling anymore. I used to be a big wrestling fan. And so we're trying to work out a different day on Mario Kart for the live stream, so more to come on that. There's going to be a lot of things we're planning a lot for the channel, and we're trying to get some more consistency. I would like to get you guys a little bit more of a schedule. That doesn't mean I'm still not going to be doing my random stuff, random videos here and there, but I would like to get some scheduled content for you guys. That way at least you know when to look forward to it. And so what basketball team do I support? I'm an Orlando Magic fan. We suck big time, but Orlando's my favorite city, and so I love Orlando. Altered Carbon, I keep hearing about Altered Carbon, and I definitely want to watch that. So let's see here. What are the long-term plans for Geeks and Gamers, and would you watch a Kenobi movie if it's by Johnson and starred Ewan McGregor? You evil person asking me a loaded question like that. Would I watch a Kenobi movie if it's by Rian Johnson but starred Ewan McGregor? That is an impossible question. Damn it. I'm going to say no. I couldn't do it. I love you, Ewan McGregor. Evan. It's actually Evan McGregor according to PewDiePie. But I don't think, no. I can't do it, man. Not after all the stuff Rian Johnson said and done. It's not even about The Last Jedi. It is about Rian Johnson's response to the criticism. And so, yeah. I'll be honest with you. As a Magic fan, I hated Dwight Howard. Obviously, he took us to the finals, and he took us to the conference finals. I hated Dwight Howard. I just couldn't stand him. But Orlando's had a run of players that I haven't liked for a while. They had Big Baby. They had Agent Zero. They just, the only person I've really liked in Orlando a lot is JJ Redick, and then they traded him. So, all right. I just don't like Dwight Howard's personality. He doesn't have I'm a Kobe Bryant guy. I'm a Michael Jordan guy. I'm a Tom Brady guy. I like athletes with a killer instinct. And I love Penny. Penny was my boy now. Penny's one of my favorite players of all time. But, yeah, with Dwight Howard, he just always, he didn't have a killer instinct. That's why I don't love LeBron. Giannis is amazing. So, yeah, but Samuel L. Jackson will return as Mace Windu. Rey or Jyn? Man, that's a tough question. I mean, if we're talking just after The Force Awakens, it's a no-brainer. It's Rey. But, oh God, I'm going to touch on that question in a minute. But after what I still think Rey is a more interesting character than Jyn Erso. I'm sorry. I know that's going to be unpopular, and I get it. I did not like Jyn Erso. I did not like her. I did not find her interesting at all, and I know that's going to be unpopular as hell, and I'm willing to take it. Bring it. Now, somebody said an Ahsoka movie by Rian Johnson would break Jeremy's heart. I would end everything. I would shut down the Geeks and Gamers YouTube channel. I would shut down the website. I would turn everything off social media, and I would go into hiding. I would become Jake Skywalker. I would become Jake Skywalker at that point if that happened. So let's see. What do I think George Lucas said privately to Mark Hamill about The Last Jedi? That's such an impossible thing to answer. I think George Lucas hates what's going on. But I do think that you have to look at it from George Lucas's standpoint. George Lucas, one of the most brilliant storytellers, if not the most brilliant mind in the history of Hollywood, okay? He's given us this creation. He alone gave us Star Wars. His mind gave us this thing that we cannot stop obsessing over, good and bad. He created the greatest pop culture movie franchise of all time. He's inspired everyone in Hollywood. And from George Lucas's standpoint, he got vilified for the prequels. He got destroyed for the prequels to the point where the man just did not want to touch Star Wars anymore. So you have to look at it from his perspective. And while he probably hates what they're doing with The Last Jedi and just the Star Wars sequel trilogy as a whole, I think part of him just looks at it and sees the fan base very frustrated and going, this is what you guys get. You all turned on me, and look where you're at now. And so that's the way I think he's looking at it, and rightfully so. I am someone that never turned on George Lucas. I have always defended George Lucas and the prequels. While the prequels have problems, there's no doubt about that, but I've always stood by the fact that this is, like, he gave us Star Wars. He can do whatever the hell he wants with it. He can do whatever he wants with it. He's the creator. He's the man. And yes, Revenge of the Sith is my second favorite Star Wars movie. And so, yeah. All right, let me try to see if I can get a couple more questions in before we jump off here. You guys have been awesome. I really appreciate it. Again, live streams. Going to start doing a lot more live streams. Going to start vlogging. I'm going to take you to the beach with me here in Pensacola. I'm going to take you on trips with me for these live streams. It's going to be a lot of fun. And so just want you to know that I'm always thinking of this community and this YouTube channel. You mean a lot to me. So, do you think we'd have good films now if we hadn't freaked out over the prequels? Absolutely, I do. Can you imagine what George Lucas's vision for this sequel trilogy would have been? It would have been incredible. And yeah, but I'm sure the problem is with the prequel stuff that was going on, I'm sure a lot of people would have been very vocal in going after him. And that's sad that that's what it would have been. And it's almost that classic saying, you don't know what you got till it's gone. And a lot of Star Wars fans did not know what they had until it's gone. And it sucks. It really does. But George Lucas is a genius, and I will always stand by that fact. And I'll never say anything different because he is the man. So, all right, couple more, and then I'm going to have to bounce. Let's see. So, anything to share on the November Memphis convention? So, I will say, with everything going on, when Memphis convention reached out to me, that's a very small convention. And when they reached out to me, I think we were less than 10,000 subs at that point. I've had so many things come up. So many opportunities, so many changes have happened, and I don't know if I've been talking to the convention director himself, and we're discussing if it's going to work logistically for me and him at this point, because it's such a small convention, and I'm just not sure what we're going to do yet. So I don't have a solid update yet, but I will give you an update when I can. So, all right, let's see. Will episode 8 be worse than 9? That's a damn good question. I do not know. I don't know. It's going to be funny because I feel like 7's going to be its own thing, 8's going to be its own thing, and then 9's going to be its own thing. This is going to be the most jacked up trilogy ever. None of the movies are going to feel like they're connected to the other. And how does that even happen? Let's see here. Boop boop. And there was a couple of fanboy. Thank you. Keep fighting the good fight, man. I appreciate that. Favorite Star Wars meme. Whew, that's a good one, man. I don't know if I could name a favorite meme. But I did. Let me show you this one. And I posted this one to Twitter earlier. Let me see if I can find it really quick. Yeah, if you can see this one, it's Obi saying hello there, and then it's Grievous saying, so it's Obi-Wan, hello there. General Grievous says, several Kenobi. And that's great. That's great. But prequel memes are the best. There's no doubt about it. Prequel memes are amazing, and that's why the great PewDiePie actually did. Yeah, PewDiePie did an entire video on prequel memes, a meme review. Let's see. What if Rian Johnson made a movie about the high ground? Let's see. Let's see. After Infinity War release in China, Kevin Feige kissed the ring, Kathy. That's from Isaac Clark. Yes, man. And Infinity War is probably going to pass The Last Jedi. What's today? Today's Thursday, or is it Wednesday? Today's Thursday. It's probably going to pass The Last Jedi this weekend in overall box office. That's incredible. That's incredible that we're at that point. Do I think? And people have asked, do we think that Infinity War is going to reach 2 billion? It's going to be close. It's going to be close. I don't know if it's opened in every region or not. But we're not. See, have I played Monster Hunter? I have not played Monster Hunter World, and I want to. It looks really good. It looks fantastic. I have every system, so I have an Xbox One, PS4, and a Switch. So I need to determine what system I would play it on. I mean, I'm still trying to get through God of War. I have God of War, the new God of War. I'm still trying to get through it. Several hours into it, but like I said, life is so busy. It takes me away for doing anything that takes any long-term playing. Ahsoka's still back there. She's just not up right now. So, let me see. Waben22, you're welcome, and awesome that you're from Sweden. So before I run, just flood me with where you're from. Just flood me. I just want to know. I'm wrapping this up in just a minute. Just flood me. Where are you from? What part of the country? What part of the world? I want to see it right before I go. It makes me feel so good to see all this stuff. Look at that. Wisconsin. Hang on. Let me start reading from here. Belgium. Croatia, Barcelona, California, Calgary, Minnesota, UK, Texas, UK, London, Sweden, New Jersey, Wisconsin, Michigan, Algeria, Canada, Sweden, I can't keep up, Scotland, Lebanto, Alabama, England, Mars, New York, Hoth, yes, Tampa, Norway, Minnesota, Algeria, Michigan, Italy. Leia wants to come see you guys before we leave. There they are. Tatooine, Naboo, a galaxy far, far away, the Netherlands, Spain, Norway, the Moon, Portugal, Jakku, The Last Jedi sucks, Mustafar, Canto Bight, Disneyland, Imagination Land, Jupiter, Canto Bight. All right, you guys are awesome. I appreciate it. Leia is sleepy, so she wants to go get some sleep. So, you guys have a good one. Thank you so much for all the super chats. Thank you for the conversations. Follow me on Twitter at ddaycobra, and that's where I try to do most of my communicating with all of you from. And subscribe to our Sports Wars channel. Sports Wars, it's on the recommended list. Man, you guys are killing me on these comments. I don't want to go, but I got to go. I got to go get something to eat and something to drink. Let's see. It's hard to walk away. It's hard to walk away. I love you all. I appreciate you all. All right, guys. Have a great night. Talk to you later. Be safe out there, okay?